I'm. Welcome to Java and Jugs.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened,
Oh! We just got max headroom.
If you're wondering what happened,
We got max headroom.
We do.
that almost went perfectly. I had to push so many buttons at the same time. Hello, everyone.
You did go
Welcome.
through what
Happy
you had
Monday.
to work with.
Yeah.
So, if anybody doesn't know, on November 22nd, 1987, that's 38 years ago, not today, but a couple days ago, the nightly broadcast at 9 p.m. in the city of Chicago was interrupted by some miscreants, one wearing a Max Headroom, which was a character from the 80s, mask. And they actually mooned the camera too, but we didn't get that part of it. But yeah, they interrupted the nightly news broadcast and cut in and did a little bit of a prank. And every year, some people who are into mischief celebrate it. So that's what we were doing.
If anyone is old enough to remember that, and if not, now you know.
1987.
I don't believe that was 57 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what was 57 years ago?
It was 1987. I'm playing on the fact that everything seems much further away than it actually is once you cross into the 20th century.
We were talking
Yeah.
before Tad about like how old we felt, and this is just I feel so old.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Good to see.
They never did catch the guy who did it, though. That's the best part. Like, he got away with it.
Camera.
Right? We know what he looks like, right?
Yeah.
But it was like a Chicago Bears game, I believe, that got interrupted by that. Go figure.
Good morning.
You were
right-handed
16, 87. I guess I would have been 3 or 4. Depending on what time of year it was. In November,
we just passed the anniversary, so it's wherever your birthday is in relation to like the day before yesterday.
I would have been 4. I would have been 4 years old.
3.
I was 12.
Yeah.
I was something like that. Somewhere around there.
I mean, we're the same. We were the
I had
same
an
age, so yeah.
Spooky says that they thought Max Headroom was just a UK thing. I didn't even know it was over in the UK.
Yeah, I didn't know that. There was a show. He actually had his own show.
Yeah.
Where he did like shenanigans and stuff. He was like a guy that got his head smashed and got sucked into back when virtual reality was the thing. Got sucked into virtual reality, and he became like a like pop culture sort of conglomeration of different stuff.
He became the internet. All the memes.
All the memes.
Before we even knew what memes were, because this was the 80s, we're like, what the fuck is a meme? And Max Headroom was there to show us.
Oh, he led the way. He led the charge for us.
Or self-fulfilling prophecy. he left subconscious markers in our minds that led us to recreate what the future we had already beheld.
Oh,
Maybe something
maybe
like
that's
that.
what it was. Someone's mic is gently tapping. I don't know whose it is.
I
I
kind
don't,
of
is
hear
it
that
mine?
too.
I hope it's not mine. I don't
Is it
think
fine? Would that have anything to do with the fact that I'm not wearing headphones today? Because I
I
can
don't
change
think
that.
so.
I just need
I
headphones.
don't
Doesn't sound like
think
an
so.
echo.
Hope it's not my headphones. I have to take them off, maybe.
It's not the headphones, it's a microphone.
Yeah.
But I do hear some. Is your microphone attached to your headphone cord? Because it may be the pickup on those, like bouncing off your top, perhaps.
Nope.
Well, anyhow,
Anyhow,
how was everybody's weekend?
Good.
It was
Yeah.
good.
I went
Busy.
to like 6 open houses to try and find a new home, and
Oh,
that was a little exhausting, but there was some really nice houses.
oh, good.
Ooh.
That's good to hear. At least some availability.
What'd you do, Ryan? What'd you do, guys?
Well, we got a big old dumpster, and we're cleaning house. So that's what I was
I did
doing.
that.
That's what I have to do probably the rest of the day. Lots of fun. I'm tired, but I'm really excited to get it done because it's just it needed it.
Yeah.
We really needed it. We have so much junk. So
Doesn't everybody need a giant dumpster filled with junk?
yes, sometimes you need to just clean house, baby. What about the rest of yins? In any trouble?
No,
uh,
it was pretty relaxed weekend for me. I had my interview on my channel with Secular Rarity, and then I had to do the Michigan Atheist meeting. Other than that, I was free.
How'd the interview go?
Oh, and great. Need to watch it.
I know I do need to watch. I don't know how I put my alerts on, so I don't know how I've missed them.
I don't get everybody's alerts either. I just
Yeah, I've
happen to
got
see it
bell
pop up.
notification on for you, Kelly, and I didn't see it either.
No. See, okay, good.
Yeah,
So it wasn't
even the bell doesn't guarantee.
Yeah.
It's really the only way to be sure is to check up on your favorite channels, see what's coming up, and click notify me for each video to make sure you get a notification for the specific videos. Because the bell is what the subscribe button used to be. It may remind you. The subscribe button does fucking nothing.
No.
You're more likely to get a notification for a channel you're not subscribed to because the algorithm is trying to fish you into subscribing to that channel. Nothing makes sense on YouTube.
Yeah, because it was kind of cool. A couple people came on my channel like, wait, like this a black women atheist. This is cool. I don't know how I got to this channel, but I'm about to subscribe right now. I was like, okay, that works, you know.
As they should.
Yes,
Yeah.
as they should.
Yes.
That's really good. It's putting it out there to people finally.
Yeah. When I get
Because that is
200, I'm
what
gonna do something special. What I'm gonna do, but we'll figure that out.
but there is more voices needed from the Black community when it comes to atheism. So that is good.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever talked to Dr. J. Bundy? I mean, obviously you met him in person at the Ark, but I mean, like virtually,
No,
where other
he's
people
been
can
on.
watch.
No, I need to have him as a guest. But he was on he was on the Black Non Believers channel a while ago as well. But yeah, he's a prospect as well. He's like
Yeah,
so intelligent, like man.
he is double
Yeah.
PhDs and shit, but he has
I don't
very
even
He
strong
know.
needs to
feelings
debate with
about Black
Kevin.
representation among atheists.
Mm-hmm. As they should.
Mm-hmm.
He debated Kent Hovind, and it is my favorite of the Kent Hovind debates is Dr. J. Bundy because it was hilarious. He did such a good job. He was like becoming a Christian. He's like, no, I'm convinced. And it was a whole thing. It was fantastic. I loved it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I'll have to
I
check
think
that
he
out.
wore a green wig even.
I have not either.
All right, somebody find us a link, please.
Right, so we can watch it.
Yeah. I
I'll
mean,
see what I
considering
can
it
do.
would have had to have been more than 3 years ago, it may have been on MDD, but we can work around that. It'll be fine. Oh, goodness. So
Yes,
speaking of assholes who would immediately get banned from a sane internet, we have a big asshole today to fit on your dumpster or whatever. I've got all our metaphors mixed now. It's fine. I need
dumpster fire, dumpster. I mean, right now,
All right.
relatively the same.
Bree, could you tell us a little bit about
Oh
today's
yeah, this
fucking guy?
yeah, this popped up in my feed. It was, let's see, the guy does like Omegle. What do they call those? Where the people you just like pop in with a random person and you like do whatever and you talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like a chat roulette kind of thing. But he does it as as a let's call it the right wing representation. He is the problem comes is he's not targeting adults. He's not trying to talk to adults. He's trying to talk to children. And he shows up on camera and he gets out his guns and starts talking to them about we'll see, but like we're going after minorities, and he will he's very openly racist to children that aren't white, and he's fairly unapologetic about it. This is a really disgusting human being that we've uncovered, and I'm glad that this news channel did the report on him, and hopefully that he is put out of business, right?
Mm-hmm. One would hope.
Well, I'm trying to find if his name's been released here, because things have developed since this news report. While we're watching this, I'll try to pull up more and see if we can get any more details about the situation with him. But let's.
There has been at least one update, because this is a news channel report, and
Mm-hmm. From last
people,
week too,
at least in the local area, did something about it, and stuff has happened. So let's give it a listen.
It's one of those stories that was jaw-dropping even for me when I stumbled across it. And as I heard from the group of parents who joined us, most families have no idea that children are being targeted by adults who want to make them hate. For most parents, it's a hate that seems worlds away.
Oh my God, bro. You are a Jewish science experiment, bro.
But this hate is targeting your children.
Look at this Aryan Chad. Gonna hunt you down.
Targeting them.
Yeah, boy! Yeah! Let's go!
Inside their own bedrooms.
These young man! Woo! White power!
The man behind the video.
Like, what the fuck?
Right?
There's a 2-minute like preamble about this guy that I just dropped in the side chat. I don't know if that's something we want to dive into at some point, but this is from a couple years ago when he first came on the radar. This is a little blurb about him from Stop White Radicalism, the YouTube channel. So that just goes to show that the private sector is so much more effective at like targeting and spotlighting these things than you'll get with like corporate media. As corporate media has to go jump through all the hoops to even show something like this on camera.
No,
so
like,
what you mean is independent journalism, because private sector people tend to think of like ABC, CBS, NBC because they're privately owned.
No, yeah, I meant independent journalism, freelance journalists, if you will.
People who don't have big old sponsors who are telling them what the heck they got to say.
Right.
That's diabolical, targeting children. I mean, I'd known that they've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure other people have as well, that like they're just finding chats where kids are and, games and doing exactly this. I read an article years ago and I, for the life of me, cannot find it. It was shared on Facebook when I used to use it. And damn, I wish I had the article, but would have a maniacal POS get kids excited about hating people?
I think the thing that is so shocking about this isn't that there's someone like this who exists. It's that we've known for a long time multiple people like this definitely do exist, because we're seeing the people that they've influenced move out into the world and say
Exactly.
like, your body, my choice, and do the salutes and do the marches and act like this, you know? Like someone's grooming the children.
Right. This is where groypers come from. This is where we get our groypers at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the sooner that we recognize this and figure out a way to counteract it, the better we're going to be as a society, because we do not need to regress into this behavior. And as we saw in the 2024 election, unfortunately, the Gen Z, the male demographic of Gen Z is starting to lean more and more into this extremist idea, these extremist ideas, and into like a far right sphere of, and it's all coming from the internet.
They're getting
all
drugged
coming
into
from
that pipeline. There's
all coming from from 4chan to Reddit. It's all, there's if there is a place where you can come in uncensored, these people rear their heads. And I'm not saying I'm pro censorship or anything like that. I just there's got to be some level of regulation for an adult man with gray in his beard, being able to get onto the internet and chat with small children, just without any sort of safety net in place at all.
Yeah. I feel like there's not is there not a term for this yet? Like I know when it comes to like pornography and things like that, we have terms. But when you're doing something like this, it's perverted, but just in a different way. Like you're perverting their mind. I mean, I guess there probably is a term. I just don't know what it is.
I mean, and a lot of the same terms, like grooming and indoctrination. That's what this is what those terms mean, you know?
Yeah.
And this jackass had the nerve when he on like 4chan and stuff, he was known as Handsome Truth. He named himself Handsome. And anybody who puts truth in the name of their channel is full of shit.
Right. Just
I've never
Truth Social.
Yeah, or what is it? Standing for Truth, the Young Earth Creationist Ministry. Yeah, just you throw the word truth in there. If you have to tell people that you're telling the truth, then you're probably not. It's just like what I say, the King Joffrey or whatever. Any man who has to say I'm the king is no king. Anyone who has to tell you they're telling the truth is not telling the truth.
Yep.
Well, let me be honest with you.
Right, like what, you weren't being honest with me?
Yeah. It's fucking amazing. But it's wild. But this is where that paradox comes from, right? Like, if you allow a Nazi at the bar, very soon you have a Nazi bar. You like, in order to preserve free speech, you have to keep the Nazis out, because their whole thing is to take over the whole thing. Like, if you don't censor, they will. That's how fascism works. And that's why they immediately pop up in every fucking nook and cranny and take advantage of every way possible, and do go after the children, because they, dog whistles are definitionally plausible deniability, so that only the people who know what's really being said. Now, this fellow is a lot more overt, but he still has that cover of, oh, it was just joking, I was just kidding around, it was just a gas, just a goof.
And the Fox News defense.
It's just a game. We're just playing a game. It's not real.
We all remember that, right? We nobody, like Tucker Carlson, nobody's supposed to take me seriously. Alex Jones, I'm playing a character. No one would think this was serious. But these guys, they have a whole following of people that take them very fucking seriously.
Yeah, it's just a coward's excuse. Like they won't ever just own it and be like, yeah, I hate people and think other people should kill people for me, But that's the result. this shit leads directly to violence, and it's not even a pipeline anymore. It's been engineered into a fucking highway. Like, this dude goes, haha, look, white power, yada yada, and then the kid goes, haha, that was very funny with all the guns and whatnot. I should do that for real, just for laughs, just to own the libs with lead. It'll be very funny.
That sounds hilarious.
It's so hateful that it actually pushes people over into actual insanity. Like, to them, they're not killing real people. It may as well be a video game.
Yeah, it's like they added a Pride Parade to Grand Theft Auto, and now we have a whole slew of gamer kids that are itching to go out and start opening fire on crowds of queer people just because, oh, it's just a game. It's just a game. What are you talking about? Oh, you want special treatment. In Grand Theft Auto, you can kill anybody. But yeah, that does not mean you commit like that you've ever been able to like go to like commit a genocide of a demographic of people. That's not what the game was ever about.
Yeah, that's taken it into a completely different territory.
Yeah, it's like
very direct targeting of a specific group.
Like, would you play a chapter where you get to join the Klan and go kill some black people? I mean, is that where the direction we're going with our gaming? And would they say, and would these defenders say, it's just a game? What are you getting so bent out of shape about? You in the game you can kill anybody. It's been since the very beginning, and then you got your characters lynching people. It's that's the kind of thought that goes into this. Or if they put like a school in there, would they put a school in there that you can go in and do a school shooting and then say, oh, it's just a game, don't worry?
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. They should not.
What if one of your missions is to climb on top of a university building and assassinate a freaking public speaker podcaster down below? Would they? Just a game, right? What do you mean? No, it's just you've always had to assassinate people in this game. It's like, shut up.
They would hate that. That's the line you can't cross. Don't even say that, Bree. That's taking it too far, Bree.
Yeah, bring comedy back unless it's about us.
Mm-hmm. Right? Was it Dayton, Ohio, where the monks were walking for peace and then somebody ended up hitting them? So they're in the hospital. Some of them are in the hospital.
I hadn't seen that. That's terrible.
Yeah, they were just walking. They had been walking and they just hit them. I don't know, was that a hate one or did they just actually just hit them? That doesn't seem right though.
Okay, so a couple of comments here. Austin and Equus are like, wait till his employer finds out about this and all that sort of stuff. This is his job.
That's what he does.
Money on these streams.
He makes money from that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day. People donate to watch him keep doing this. They think it's hilarious.
That's so perverted, man.
It's very grassroots though.
Man, boy.
And it's the kids that he corrupted a couple of years ago, working at Burger King now as adults, that are paying for his for his ability to continue doing this with their, whatever their young teens and 20 somethings. So yeah, that's his main audience, is these young people that he corrupted when they were children. This way.
But wait, there's more. I mean, of course there's more. You know there's more. We're only, less than a minute into this thing.
You have a problem with Jews in general, though.
Yes, I do.
Is John Menadio, the same neo-Nazi we had confronted outside City Hall.
Hitler was right!
His group, the Goyim Defense League, created scenes like this on the streets of Nashville.
Does this flag look familiar to anybody?
Goyim Defense League.
He plays it off like he is a joke. Except he actually, he won't pick up a gun. He's not brave enough. I mean, he does pick up a gun on camera, but like in a practical sense. But he will push other people to do it, And we've seen this flag. Me personally, our friend of the community, Nitty, was covering a Nazi march through Columbus right after the was it the inauguration or the election? It's not important. These fuckers showed up in Ohio with this flag, marching publicly in the street. But this is in Nashville, I think he said. Like, we have actual Nazis again, people. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, after so many people gave their lives to defeat this kind of ideology, the regime, and we've basically soiled their sacrifice, spitting on it, shitting on it.
But like I said, is they never, like I said before in some other street, they've never left. They just were silent. These groups were always been here. These hate
Exactly.
groups.
Because we didn't
Just
take it
in the
seriously
shadows.
enough. We could have eradicated it through the education system, but we chose not to.
And like, yeah, during like they were out and proud before World War II, and then after World War II, these people went into hiding, and here since like I don't know the late 70s or so, they started poking their heads out every now and then, but now they're just like marching in the streets. You know, it used to be like they wear their Nazi memorabilia on like a Saturday night and go out to like cause trouble at like local bars and things like that, and then they'd go back into hiding for the rest of the week. But now they just marching in broad daylight, waving their flags proudly. Well, some of them are proudly, some of them are cowards and cover their faces, but probably because most of them are cops. I would say that's my speculation on it. Then
less fear, so emboldened, not embroiled, so emboldened by Trump and his rhetoric.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they're hellbound to make us prove their rhetoric, right? This idea that eugenics, we can only have the superior human race if we completely wipe out to the last person the undesirables. Even if it
I am
means
hearing an echo.
Themselves, the undesirables, and forcing us to wipe them all out. They will go that far.
I am hearing it a little bit as well. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
I don't hear it. Does that mean it's me?
It might be you if you're not hearing. Just mute yourself for a second and we'll see if we still hear an echo. How about that? So,
echo.
Oh, now I'm not hearing it.
Now it's gone. Okay.
Okay. I will put my headphones on.
Sorry, Jen.
I mean, that you could do that too. I was gonna say just turn down your speakers a little bit.
Yeah, you
like
turn it down.
It's barely there, but
yeah, the echo cancellation on these things is great. The only drawback is there's like so many gaps of delays that sometimes it loses track. But I keep my speaker at below 50% and my microphone at below 50%, and that way they don't. Also, my speaker's way the fuck over there.
I just wear headphones. That makes it easier for me.
Headphones because my ears are still fucked
because
up.
your ears, you get the ear problem for sure.
Yeah,
it hurts me too sometimes having the pressure there at least. Don't like that feeling.
My headphones don't match my outfit today, so I wore earbuds.
Robin says, yes, Bree, in Nashville, they harassed very young Black boys, and the cops only stood between them and the boys, but let them continue. I see that happen all the time. All the time. They always choose the wrong side, and we know why that is.
And yeah, I was to say, yeah. Why is that?
Yeah.
You remember that Posey Parker march in I forget if it was Australia or New Zealand, but they did the one and the Nazis showed up and the cops defended the Nazis. And then when she tried to do the same thing in the other, they explicitly were like, you're not doing that shit. No Nazis for you. And they were like, this is discrimination. How dare you keep us from having our Nazis? You know?
Yeah, that's what happened when we did a protest last year. Well, this year.
Yeah, I will call it right now. I'm going to say that that a lot of the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the Groypers, they're all work in some sort of law enforcement or security officers.
If they weren't before,
Border Patrol, ICE agents. Yeah, exactly. They're these are very disenfranchised young men who have been told that they're the kings of the world. They're the men of the West, if you will, that are being disenfranchised by the browns and the queers and the poors in general. So they're temporarily embarrassed millionaires who should have their own slave force under them. So they're very, very bitter about that.
Yeah, I just saw that there was a journalist who had gotten detained by ICE and eventually released, and he said that he could tell that they were in fear of what would be said once he was released, because he is an investigative journalist, and they were complaining about how hard this was on them, the ICE agents, how hard it was for their family, and how people in the community are just attacking them, and they're afraid for it was just like a sob story. Meanwhile, just the other day, somebody was lynched in ICE custody with his hands bound and feet bound, I believe. So you're boo-hooing. Meanwhile, you're zip tying defenseless people in the middle of the night in their underwear and
parading them in front of the town too. They make a spectacle of it. They drag them out in a big chain gang in front of everybody in the neighborhood. And not all those people are here illegally or have come into the country illegally. It's just they're just brown people that weren't able to get to their IDs and before the guy jumped on them. That's what it comes down to. And it's disgusting that like people like Kristen like they wear masks to protect their families. To protect their families from what? What are they doing? They need protection for, right?
Maybe that tells you something.
Why do our law enforcement not? Yeah. Why do our law enforcement agents not have to wear masks? Why can't they? Why are they not allowed to? Why do they have to wear body cams? This kind of stuff. We've been through this before. You don't just like, oh, the police are out of commission because they now have to identify themselves and wear a camera and stuff. So let's create a new whole branch of law enforcement that doesn't have to do that. Not
exactly.
Even the actual Gestapo were open fit because they were just like, yeah, we can see who you are. Like they're so fucking cowardly. But also, the irony, at least, is a little bit of humor on this. These are the same people who were terrified of masks just a couple of years ago.
Right.
Exactly.
Comes full circle.
Exactly. And you know what really is just, I don't feel like people were talking about enough, or maybe they are and I just haven't seen it, but how this relates back to Breonna Taylor. Like the reason Breonna Taylor died is, well, intentionally, but because of no-knock warrants, because the cops just having the ability to storm into people's homes and then just, oh, well, we saw a gun, we thought that they were going to throw a pot of boiling water on us or something. So we had to kill this person. Like we're starting that all over again. We're giving the ICE Gestapo permission to just go into anybody's home for any reason that they want to and just shoot willy-nilly. And at the end of the day, I hope they're held accountable, but the people in Breonna Taylor's case did not. And we're just letting it happen all over again.
Ryan, did you by chance see the show I did with Mighty Filbert on Friday?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I just wondered.
I did. I really liked it.
Water, and that's a whole other case. So TLDR, one of the examples that I brought up during the stream with Filbert, and that was about how hate is resurging in our country right now, and how things are similar to things in the past, and kind of what we're talking about right now. But one of the specific examples was a woman named Sasha Massey who called the police for help. They invited themselves into her home, told her to take a pot of boiling water off of the stove. And then when they did, or once she did, they threatened her, said, drop the pot or I'll shoot you in the face. So she put the pot on the counter and they kept saying, drop the pot, and then shot her in the face.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even holding the damn thing. And it's on their body cameras. And on their body cameras, you can also see white power symbols tattooed on their arms and shit.
Oh,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
so I thought you might have been referencing that since
that's what I was. That is what I was referencing, but no, I didn't realize. I'll have to catch the replay on that. But Good.
Those
Same
type of
stuff.
tattoos are completely acceptable now. You can be the head of the Department of Defense and have a huge iron cross tattoo on your chest, right?
Did you see
The Nazis are running the
change?
country.
Did you see the
What's that?
recent change? Was it on the National Guard or something?
Yeah,
like
where
that?
they no longer hate symbols, the swastika, the noose, their tribunal or whatever rejected the request for that. But yeah, they tried to get those removed, but it was rejected. It's like, if those aren't hate symbols, then what are, right?
Oh my gosh, exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or the New York Fire Department. That was the Coast Guard, but the New York City Fire Department, I forget how long ago it was, a couple of weeks to a couple of months, somewhere in that range. There's so much shit happening all at once. Right in plain sight, this fire department member just ties a noose, and then when the black fireman walks in, tosses it at him and says, "Hey, what's that?"
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. He's like, what do you do? You're in front of everyone, God and everyone, as they say. You're just doing this. What the fuck? And everybody, and that's what we mean when we say it's not enough to just passively be an ally, right? Like, maybe all of those people were passively in solidarity with the black firemen, but none of them spoke up and told the one Nazi, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
They didn't stop him. And so silence favors the aggressor. Speak up, be loud, always.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, that's the only way that. And here's what the headline says for the reversal. By the way, it doesn't say that anything official was reversed. It just says Coast Guard reverses course on policy to call swastika and noose potentially divisive. It's changing them from being hate symbols to potentially divisive, because it's their deeply held religious beliefs that their white race is superior. You can't step on their deeply held religious beliefs. That's basically tantamount to fascism.
The Christians have been running around with a torture device for their holy symbol for hundreds of years now. I mean, what's a different instrument of execution?
They love their failure symbols, right? What was the Southern flag that basically
the stars and bars, yeah.
Like, they love the cross because, like, it's the failure symbol. Like, their Messiah didn't make it, the South didn't make it, that ideology.
The Third Reich didn't make it, which you were seeing on the screen right now. They love to celebrate the losers. These are the losers. These are waving around their participation trophies.
It makes them feel better about themselves celebrating a loser, knowing that they too could be that loser one day being celebrated.
I look at, we now got defeated, but if we keep our faith, we are going to be able to rise up and be able to maybe take control and power again. I don't know. That's what they're thinking. That's what I'm thinking of thinking, Like right now, we fail now, but we're gonna let our kids know, grandkids know what we stand for, and they'll be able to one day take over and then go through that battle again, and maybe they'll be successful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
God damn it. I went off this timeline.
I know.
I got everybody singing corn songs in the side chat now.
I know. I noticed that people were singing.
Feeling like a freak on a leash.
I'm still trying to convince Brentley that the best corn song is Twisted Transistor, because if you think about it, it's actually Twisted Trans Sister.
Yeah, it is. I like twists too, though, because you don't have to know any words to be able to say any words. Just gonna make sounds.
That sounded really good, Bree.
Yeah, I used to be one of the things I would cover when we'd go live. I'd do the. Yeah,
I love it.
It's been a long time, but yeah, I used to be a working musician. Yeah. I got up on stage and sang for the first time in years a couple weeks ago during karaoke. It's like, oh my gosh.
We want to hear.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
come
do.
to. Oh, I did a stream a couple nights ago where I played and sang a little bit. I don't do good singing like nice though. I have to sing like metal stuff. I don't have a good voice to sing pretty.
That's okay. We just want to hear. We want to celebrate.
We like metal.
I do like metal.
Hell yeah.
Should we watch more of the? Are we going to watch
Yeah.
more of this video?
We're here. We can do the thing. I
Oh.
know we're so prone to tangents, and I'm tempted to do an educational stream about how to multi-stream when that's a thing that's available, because I see a lot of people asking questions about that. I guess, yes, just to satisfy my ADHD, whatever streaming software you're in, somewhere in one of the corners there's a button that says stream this to your location or something like that. Just click on that thing and connect your channel, and then you, when it goes live, you go live too. In brief, there's more details depending on which service you're using, of course, but yeah. Okay, now we can do more.
In the summer of 2024.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Even assaulting a young Jewish man in the dark of night.
All I know is I heard gunshots and I just ran out running. Yes, it was inside the school.
That makes
With
me
a
want to
school
cry.
shooting at Nashville.
Oh no, that's horrific, man.
It's
Demented.
like you're just like walking to your vehicle or whatever, and then this gang of freaking crazy white supremacists just start attacking you and kicking you and punching you and hitting your vehicle. That'd be terrifying.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really, one is sufficient.
Right. One can do the job.
Yeah.
Antioch High School earlier this year left one student dead, another injured. The 17-year-old shooter left behind a manifesto that indicated he had been influenced, at least partly, by Manadio's hateful propaganda.
So what I do is I'm an entertainer, pro-white entertainer. I hate non-whites, okay?
Live streaming from his own racist website after being repeatedly banned from mainstream platforms, the Springfield, Missouri man makes money from up.
No, that's important to know.
Had to be Missouri.
He's been banned from YouTube multiple times, though. Like several other assholes, he kept popping back up for a while before he finally gave up and did his own thing. All right, Jester sends us a $5 super chat. Thank you, Jester. And says, Bree also does great drawings and paintings. Don't let her lie about it. The truth as out there in the Transpositions Discord. Yeah, that's a thing you can still join. Transpositions Discord. Let me see.
Transposition still exists. We just don't know what we're doing with it yet. Product pending.
Thank you, Jester.
Yes. Thank you for the $5.
Hell yeah. Go gamer. Okay, so he's got his own website. Donations.
Other white supremacists who pay to cheer him on.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
How old are you?
I'm too old to be on this, but I'm warning women like you to stay away from these filthy.
The fuck is he doing with turning the microphone towards where the image is on the other camera?
He's dumb. He's obviously dumb.
As he goes into roulette-style video chat rooms.
How old are you?
I'm 12, about to be 13.
Where he often encounters children.
How are you? Good, man. How old are you?
Now, I've heard people like this make the argument that this is the parents' fault. He's proving why parents need to keep an eye on what their kids are doing. Because if parents just let their kids do whatever, they're inevitably going to meet people like this. And that's technically true. But also the fact there are grown men doing this consciously on purpose is also something that needs to be held to account, rather a little bit more, perhaps, than the parents of tween and teen children who are going to do, more adult things when you can't watch your kids 24/7. You cannot. Not to make excuses for negligent parents, but kids are going to do kid things.
Yes,
And
they're not going to listen.
Right. It's like saying you can't let your kids go play at the beach because a Nazi may show up and do Nazi things. Like, no, the beach needs to be a safe place. The public park needs to be a safe place. These mingling rooms need to be a safe place.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
What is the name of this app again?
Goyim Chat.
So
the app
he did
for chat roulette.
He did multiple different. He keeps getting kicked off of them, but he's done Omegle, he's done chat roulette, so he's done TikTok. He's tried to be everywhere. He's got his own. He's able to afford his own streaming platform now where he can do this.
It's a
awesome, man. Do you like?
No.
Good job. Yeah, white power to this.
And you see, he calls himself
asked a
Handsome
group of parents.
Truthster.
Yeah. And the fucked up thing is it works on some people, it just I don't understand how people just accept Trump, right? He says, I'm the most successful businessman, and half the country goes, yeah, he's a very successful businessman. He said so himself. It's almost like there's a fucking book that people think is true because it says it's true, even though you could demonstrably show it's full of bullshit. Well, it says it's true. The book wouldn't lie about whether it's true, right? It's almost like half our country's critical thinking has been disabled, and they just accept whatever bullshit people say when they have a motivation to want to believe that person. Weirdly enough.
Yep.
To watch some of the clips with us to help us process what we were seeing.
Yeah! Don't get yourself right! Yeah! These yeah!
How Manadio's theatrics, including use of filters to change.
And that's it right there. Look at the glory, burning red eyes and the gun and the thing. Don't you want to be that guy? Don't you want other people to cheer at you?
He's basically like
shootings.
He's like trying to personify the Doom guy in a way, but the irony is, who was the Doom guy shooting when his eyes were all glowing? I remember shooting. He was shooting the Third Reich, right? So
he was.
You're on the wrong side of that game, pal.
God.
They used to. That's funny. They used to blame Doom like for Columbine because one of the kids said there was a Doom mod thing that you could do where you could create your own mazes and stuff, and he made the school, and that was part of how they planned their assault. So they blamed it on the video games, and they've been blaming video games ever since for everything. But a video game that teaches you to shoot Nazis.
Yeah, nobody had a problem with it because that actually puzzled me when I was younger. I was like, we talk about how it's always wrong to kill people, but there's also this caveat that it's always okay to punch Nazis, or in the 80s, it was to kill Nazis because we were much closer to the Second World War. And it kind of created this exemption category that, well, these people aren't human, but nobody ever explained that to the kids. Like, no, it's not that they're not fully human, like the racists have always said about other races. It's that they have exempted themselves from the social contract. Right? Because the social contract says everybody deserves to live. And when somebody comes in and says, well, these people don't deserve to live, they have themselves opted out of the social contract. Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily that they don't deserve to live, but they've excluded themselves from the protection of the contract, I get that it's complicated to tell a little kid, but that's how it actually works. It's the same thing with murderers, right? Like when you take someone else's life, you have abrogated your own right to live. Now, that doesn't mean society necessarily has to put you to death, I personally, we could have a talk about the death penalty, but that's why those conversations happen, because once you've interfered with somebody else's right to live, you've lost your own, you know?
Or when you encourage people to hate others, sometimes you may befall the hatred of somebody very similarly, as we see recently.
See, this is why we need to create a digital entity, something like a Max Headroom per se, to take care of this for us, so we don't have to lose our humanity dealing with this person. Max Headroom is the hero from the 80s that we need, not Indiana Jones.
So you're saying we should create an AI and put it in charge of the internet?
I think we should create an AI and put it in charge of society, is what I think. But...
Okay, so this is an interesting subject, and it's a hell of a tangent. People come here for the tangents. It's fine, but we've all seen the Terminator movies. We know what happens when you put an AI in charge of everything. But on the flip side, consider the conversation about self-driving cars, right? Like, they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be better than humans are, which is a very low bar. Now apply that same thinking to government. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to do a better job than humans do, which is a very low bar.
Yeah, and I don't think that Skynet is like what would really happen if we did away with the human element of, like, say, the justice system, and replaced it with a non-partial AI system that is able to, like, take emotion out of it and look at the situation objectively. But that's a long way in the future. Long way in the future.
Yeah. I don't know. What if we could find, like, a core of volunteers who are themselves psychopaths, but the people they hate are other psychopaths, like the Inglorious Bastards, right? Like, they really hate Nazis, but that's the only people they hate, you know? Like, put them in charge of the police duty, kind of thing.
The Nazis are the police.
It won't hurt them to see horrible shit like this, because they're like, oh, look, a target, hooray, you know?
Yeah, like Dexter, Mark.
I could do that.
That's a TV show for as I understand. I don't see TV shows, so I don't get those references. But I've heard enough people talk about that one that if you don't know what that is, it's a TV show. Castle is the one where he's the author. Dexter is the one where he's the cop who's also a serial killer chasing other serial killers.
He's not a cop. He's a forensic pathologist. He's, like, basically the ethical serial killer, though. Like, he kills other killers and abusers and things like that. But he's not a cop. He's like a forensic investigator. There's lots of cops on the show, though, including Jugs. He's like the surprise motherfucker guy. Yeah.
More of those, please. Yes.
His appearance have made him a celebrity amongst some kids, while others,
You be proud to be white, and we're gonna bury you.
stop just to take in his shocking displays of cruelty.
Well, listen, I was planning on shooting up like a black skull.
Here, these young girls try to talk him out of the mass murder of innocent black children, while these young boys can barely contain their amusement over his overt racism.
More of this.
First reaction? So sad.
See, that's the point, though. It's the shock. That's what makes it funny. It's just shocking for a laugh. But it creates positive reinforcement for these ideas. It tells kids you don't have to reject these ideas. In fact, you can internalize them. And in fact, you should internalize them. And in fact, anyone who tells you you shouldn't hates you and you should kill them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very short pipeline. Like I said, it's a highway now.
It's the reason that people will come up with for why someone does it'll always go into their head if it's somebody they like and is in their demographic and they're hating them because of our shared traits, right? Like I hate to bring this up, but this whole Sydney Sweeney thing, the people who are really defending her are these this very specific demographic of white middle-aged like incel-ish type people, right? That are like they hate her because she's white. They hate her because she's a beautiful white woman. They look at her and even though no one has ever said anything about the woman being white in any of this controversy, which I'm not going to unpack right now, but no one's ever said we don't like her because she's white. But they, in their head, that's what they collectively thought. And I actually got like roped into a debate about that. It's like, why they ask her to apologize for being white? It's like no one has ever asked anybody to apologize for being white.
I hate when people say that. Oh, you just feel bad for being white.
White guilt and whatnot. It's like, no, it's you can be white and just not be shitty. It's easy to do.
It's an impossible task. All right, so this is the thing. This is why y'all need to keep an eye out for my appearances. This came up on Mighty Filberts too. Watch this, folks. This is 25 seconds, so just bear with me.
Thing that you want to say about the ad itself, the Sydney Sweeney has great genes. The ad spoke for itself. You think the ad spoke for itself? Yeah. Okay. White people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
That's it. That's the thing.
And they never mention the fact that the big problem with that whole ad in itself, other than the overt dog whistles, is that groypers like all over Twitter, all over Instagram, reshared that with like edits where when she turns back around, she's wearing a SS hat and stuff like that. They really appropriated this message and this imagery into their culture, and the people want to act like, oh, the left lost their mind over a pun. It's not just a pun when the people who the dog whistle was meant for hear it and celebrate it, and we can see them publicly celebrating it. It's no longer, oh, you're overreacting. It's like, no, things are good. This is happening exactly as it was intended to.
Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest giveaway of the fact that it's a dog whistle, is that she won't offer a comment. She won't just say horrible people are going to take everything out of context or whatever. Like, yes, clearly that was the point, was the play on, and they think they're so clever. Genes. It's like they're fucking 7th graders from the 1980s and they think they're clever. Right. No one will ever know we're doing her racism. Har.
We know what you're alluding to. I have good genes. With her hair tucked into her jacket. I have good genes.
Oh my gosh, you do that impression too good. Oh my gosh. I thought she popped in to argue with us and come in to defend her jeans for a second before I looked over and saw he said it.
They fit really well. Also, remember the same company, American Eagle, had Eli Ehrlich model for them just a few years before. So that's that. But Mark says, I think she knows the controversy makes her relevant. And that's a really good point. She's been in 3 movies this year and all of them bombed. People only know her from the jeans ad.
Yeah, I'd never heard of her before.
And
honestly, it's not my kind. She's not my style. I mean, I'm not saying she's definitely not my type.
If you want to take a break, we can do a Darth Dawkins Christmas break. I got it down there.
Yeah, it's almost December. Let's do it.
Because I know Kelly went ahead and popped out to the bathroom, but
yeah, for sure.
This holiday, grab some eggnog. Let's gather around the fireplace and celebrate the birth of our blessed Lord with the soothing sounds of a very special Darth Dawkins Christmas collection. 753 wonderful hits.
Here we go. Shut the fuck up. You're totally clueless, so stop with the shtick. Don't ever talk me, you're being rude. I'm old enough to be your fucking father, dude. Shut the fuck up.
All your favorites are here in one spectacular collection.
You come into my room and mute me. Restore my mic, you fucking troll. Doobie's a fucking asshole I can't tolerate anymore. I've had to quit this server 4 fucking times before.
Digitally remastered and expertly rendered in high-quality audio. Never before has such a splendid compilation been put together.
So the problem with homosexuals is that God made male for females.
Oh my God!
It's very clear. Don't be queer, don't be queer, don't be queer. Thank you. Bing, 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 bing.
Order with your credit card in the next 30 minutes, and if you manage to successfully render an argument for intelligibility within your godless worldview, you'll receive a beautifully decorated King James Bible, along with your own personally autographed copy of Dawkins' Presuppositionalist Guide, Crushing Atheism. Absolutely free. Merry Christmas, and a blessed New Year.
Boom! You're not server muted. Get out of my room.
Who made that? That was so funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure who made it.
It's been a legacy of
the
the
several
interwebs
people in
for
the
a few years.
community. Yeah, I've been running it since like 2020, so it's been like a lot of the people that are referenced in the song don't exist in the community anymore. Like you're gonna find Doobie in a side chat in 2025. Doobie's doing something different with their life at this point. So
for sure.
I gotta say, as I was cracking up, all I heard was Bree. Kelly went to the bathroom.
yeah. I was looking for that break because I had to go potty too, and I'm like, yeah, I had to take a bathroom break. So Darth Dawkins is always good for a bathroom break because the audience.
Deviant asked about the commercial, the Sydney Sweeney thing. For our international friends, there was a whole ad campaign, magazine ads, several TV ads, etc. And it was just this one blonde actress wearing denim, and it would just had over it, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. And the joke being that in English, genes could mean denim pants or genetics.
But she goes on in the commercial, she says genes are responsible for heritable traits such as skin color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. And the thing that happened was they released this ad, and then those were kind of read as by the public. I'm not like saying that I necessarily am saying that yes, this was meant to be overt racism or eugenics talk, but it was interpreted as, hey, this is very eugenics-y to say that to explain that she has genes that give her blue eyes, and those are good genes, So like it's not really a overt as much as a dog whistle. It's like, yeah, blue eyes. The blue eyes are the good ones. The good genes are the blue eyes, are the blue ones. Right? It is the message that it kind of sends out.
It was for clothing jeans.
Yes,
like
clothing
the brand
jeans.
is American Eagle. It kind of is, yes.
And the funny thing about American Eagle is like they're like the right wing like ate this up. Like when this commercials came out, they went out and bought all the jeans, posted about triggering the libs by buying American Eagle's jeans. I'll tell you what though, if you go to any American Eagle store anywhere in the U.S. anyway, right there by their door, there's going to be a little sign. It's going to have a little rainbow and say everybody's welcome here. They are a very woke company, very DEI and all the things that the right wing hates, and they fucking grifted them with this stupid jeans commercial. And it's a gross tactic because it's like taking political discourse and turning it into a marketing scam. But unlike the Bud Light fiasco, you didn't see anybody opening fire on cases of American Eagle jeans. So, but
triggering the libs is profitable, it seems.
So that ad was followed up with the interview that we just watched part of it. Now it's a full interview, and they have great rapport through the whole interview, talking about all sorts of different things. And then it comes down. She doesn't even start by asking her about this. She starts by asking her about Donald Trump, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, retweeting the jeans ad.
Oh, did he? Ew.
Yes, talking about because he's got the blonde hair and blue eyes. Of course, he wants to say that's the superior. The funny thing is, he stopped wearing his orange makeup. He stopped wearing his orange makeup after he talked to Mom Donnie. It was weird.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Very peculiar.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going to become Comrade Trump because he fell in love with Zoran Mom Donnie.
Doesn't look at his own children that way.
Right. But
I know,
yeah,
very mediocre humans think that they're special and above everybody else.
And here's the thing: I have naturally blonde hair, and I don't have blue eyes. I have green eyes, but it kind of sucks. Like my eyes are really sensitive to the sun, and I think people with blue eyes, it's even worse. Like I have to wear sunglasses when I go out. Like I can't I sit in darkness most of the time my room's like this because my eyes are very, very sensitive to the light because I have fair eyes. So I'm sort of jealous of people with like dark brown eyes who can just like go out in the middle of the afternoon and just hang out without having to cover their face. And so I don't know if it's a superior trait, I guess is what I'm saying. I guess if you want to live in a cave.
I mean, well, so there is a plus, right? Because while there's the whole cave thing, yes, we can see the bears and snakes and shit better, but also night vision. Remember, humans are active at all times. You have to have a night watch or whatever. So
I've never heard that it works inverse, though. I never heard that anybody claim that if we have fairer eyes, that we have better night vision than people with darker eyes.
Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by sensitivity. Like, is it sensitive because your eyes are collecting more photons? Because that
but if your brain can't process that, it just processes the pain.
I don't know. I do know from working in repo that I do have better than average dark vision because I'd like see a sprinkler on the yard and tell my partner watch out for the sprinkler, and he'd be like, "What sprinkler?" I'm looking right at it and I don't see, So
yeah,
I do know that my eyes do work better in the dark than at least some other people. I haven't checked.
I think my eyes work really good in the dark, but I don't know if I would say that's because I have lighter colored eyes or not. I don't know if the research is out on that. It's definitely a hypothesis.
I think the color because the color's on the outside, right? And the perception is what gets to the retina. So I don't know it works that way. But hey, maybe there's a relationship. In any case, we have super.
It's a hypothesis.
Yeah. Jester sends us $5. Thank you, Jester, and says the ad spoke for itself. When I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear. Sweeney, we heard you, miss. Don't worry. We heard. Yeah.
And that's the thing about the whole Sydney Sweeney situation is that you don't even have to pick a side to people get mad at you for explaining what happens. Okay. She's making art. A biopic about domestic violence and of a queer woman athlete, right? She's making Euphoria, which is a show that's led by a black woman and a trans woman. Those are the lead characters. So, like the audience that Sydney Sweeney had before this was very like left cultured, right? Like they were the theater kids, they were the queer people, the minorities, the people who do show up to see a biopic about a queer boxer. And when you signal to the right that no, I want you guys are my people, those people don't go to see those types of movies. They don't watch Euphoria. You know, it's mostly guys who want to ogle your chest and write gross fantasy or gross fanfic about you. They're not going to. They're not showing up to pay your bills, right? So again, explaining that to people, they get mad. People on the right get mad because people on the left aren't going to see her movies. Like, but you're not going either. And they're like, well, yeah, we don't go to see queer movies. Well, we don't go to see Nazis in queer movies. I don't mean to call her a Nazi, absolutely. But we don't go to see people who want to think they have the good genes. We don't go to see them. That's that. She's not marketable, and so she's going to disappear from Hollywood like Gina Carano did. And they get mad when you say that. That's just like that's how this works. It's not. I'm not being mean to her. I'm not bullying her or doing a hate campaign to you. I'm explaining to you how the business works, right? If you work in the film industry,
just disappear though. She's going to show up on the Riley Gaines podcast, and then it'll become the Riley Gaines Network, and she'll have a show where she sells ivermectin out of the back of her car. You know, we've seen this play out.
She sells her bathwater.
Free speech.
Ew, her bathwater?
She sells her bathwater.
Oh, give me a break.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I mean, I believe you, but I just,
that's so creepy.
Ain't that just as bad as Gwyneth Paltrow or that perfume that's supposed to smell like her?
And the people buying people who would shame me for having an OnlyFans, right? Mm-hmm. Same group. It's like you're probably gonna buy her bathwater, but you're gonna okay. But so there is a market there, but. I don't get your bag, girl. Hustle. I don't care, but like I'm not gonna pay money to see your films, right? I'm not gonna show up for that.
I'm not gonna watch her show. I didn't know she was on that show. Not that I ever was that interested, but I was kind of curious. Definitely.
I love Euphoria. I actually liked Sydney Sweeney before all this because I didn't know she literally was Cassie, like in real life. I thought that was a character she was playing.
Typecasting, which explains a lot because, you know, judging based on that 25 seconds of interview and the bits I saw while getting to that to cut that part out for the clip, she's not very bright.
I did a jeans ad.
She's not a conversationalist, and I can't say that I am either. You know, I mean, I can.
Well, the rest of the interviews like decent. They're like they're sitting there giggling together, like you'd expect from a GQ interview.
Yeah, just a kiki session. They weren't really trying to get to anything. It was just a softball little puff piece for her, I suppose.
And people be like, "Oh, it was an ambush. They were trying to Kafka trap her." No one was telling her to say, "Yes, I did white supremacy and I'm sorry." They were asking her, "Hey, you know, the white supremacists went nuts for your ad. What do you support that?" And she's like, "No comment."
Somebody said we are so uninformed.
I know.
That was funny.
Inform us. Can you inform us? Because I'm just a girl. I don't know what to do.
Teach us. Oh my goodness. Cosmic Kyle sent a $1 super something sticker. I don't know, but thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Where did we get told we were uninformed? I don't see it. That's funny.
I don't know which channel that came from.
I think that's on mine because I've got the vertical stream going.
Okay.
My apologies, people on my channel. That's why the slow mode, because the jerks and the assholes tend to show up on the vertical shows, and I didn't know how many mods were going to show up, and I didn't want people inundated with nonsense and etc. So that's why they're slow mode.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I mean, I knew there was double streaming, but
if you're on the vertical stream, it could just be that there is a slow mode out. I don't know, Barwick. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
IDK.
Yeah.
What's this? One of these women stolen from the church.
Stolen from the church? I think a lot of us have deconstructed from different churches. I know I was part of the Wiccan church. Ryan, you were obviously
J-Dub.
Yeah, cultastic. Kelly was raised
International Church of Christ.
You know,
Ooh,
So we've all escaped churches of some type or another, or not. I don't even know if escaped is the right word.
Yeah, because I'm still a minister. I still perform weddings for people of all faiths.
Yeah, so there's a lot of diversity up here on the stage right now.
Yeah.
If you're not like into that, this might not be the show for you, but we're not going to change anything we're doing. I'll tell you that. We're just going to keep on rolling, keep on trucking, because if this isn't made for you, then we're not trying to cater to you. So bye.
I wasn't sure if they were talking about the us or Sweeney, but I don't know. I wasn't sure. I don't know. It's hard to know. I struggle when I see comments. I'm like, what are they? I said something like 20 minutes ago. What are they referencing?
Right. Like, oh, okay, trolls, do us a favor. Don't be vague. Tell us specifically what the fuck you're talking about.
You got to do some work here, damn it.
It's the dog whistle thing. It's that they want to be able to say it, but they don't want accountability for it. So they want plausible deniability.
Yeah.
You know, like when Elon Musk sends his heart out, I'm stopping right there. I'm not doing the full thing. I ain't having a clip of me making that gesture.
Oh yeah, when he does that, like, bro,
that's the perfect example. That's the plausible deniability to say, oh no, he was an excited autistic man. That's what they went with, which throws autistic people under the bus.
He turned on his heel. He did like a heel turn pivot and then did it over again. It was like, I don't know about that.
He did it 3 times on that broadcast. And, autism is a spectrum. People are going to wind up in different places with different behavioral idiosyncrasies and so forth. But as a general rule, we tend to be overly obsessed with what the rules are because we don't understand social cues as well as neurotypicals. And so we're like, I need to know the standards of behavior so I don't do something that people hate me for without realizing it. We're very by the book. Sometimes we intentionally break the rules, but we still want to know what the fucking rules are. So there is no fucking way, if it were due to Elon being on the spectrum, that it were due to Elon being on the spectrum. There is no way that happens by accident. If anything, he did it intentionally, knowing that it was a faux pas.
Yeah, it was him being an edgelord and saying like, watch what I can get away with up on the stage, because I'm friends with the president now. It's like, and his little Groiper army was giggling and covering their mouths and saying he did it. And then when someone said, hey, he just did a Third Reich salute, they can say, first of all, it's called a Roman salute, and he was just sending his heart out.
Amazing. Oh goodness. All right, so we've got more audience response to the Nazi of the week, I suppose.
Yeah,
we'll call this guy.
The trolls be trolling.
It's sickening. Yeah, it's sickening, but I can't believe that guy's whole thing is engaging with kids like that. That's just so pathetic.
Hey, whoa! I thought there was in your house.
Then there are the guns.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Can you shoot something?
No, I can't, but it's real.
Oh,
I'm gonna go kill for Charlie Kirk.
Will you take me with you?
For Charlie Kirk.
Ooh. Okay, that's.
And incidentally, that's one of the reasons he got banned on YouTube. You can't have actual firearms on your live stream doing shit like that. Like that's one of the things YouTube still actually cares about.
Low life creep. How creepy to want to talk to kids. Like you're not a teacher. There's not a reason for you to be like talking to a classroom of kids and teaching them how 1 + 1 = 2. This is just low life, low level, low hanging fruit, right? Impressionable kids, vulnerable kids, and using props, like using guns like props like this, like they're toys. God, that's so creepy.
This was not soon after 9/11, and this news was talking about how like the Middle Eastern countries, how they were learning, like even watched like Sesame Street, where they was kind of learning about violence, even like 3 or 4, like they prepped them at a young age, where they're still impressionable. So this is something that happens. They want to get them where they're young, where they don't know the truth. The second religion. They get a child when they're 5 or 6, they're more kind of believe if you get somebody that's 15.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Not fully developed, not really
Yeah.
cognizant. They don't have the life skills. I mean, if their parents haven't been having these conversations with them, which they should be, like I would hope that if this happened to my kid, they would be like beep off. Like there wouldn't even be a debate. It would just be like, I'm done. Because we just never mess around with that kind of stuff. We have a family full of different beliefs, different colors, different cultures. So that would be doing my family a disservice if I didn't have those conversations with my kids.
You gotta understand that some of those children on their parents might not be as deeply involved in this, but they might have put that word like black people or the corrupt society or trans people as well. So that might be what they was raised anyway. And this person coming on the stream, they like, oh yeah, my parents told me about
that. Yeah. Just encouraging more bad behavior.
You have some societies that they don't know, they've never even seen a black person ever. It's some all white towns.
My husband wasn't like friends with a black person until he was like a teenager. Like he met like 1 or 2 black people in school, literally 1 or 2, because he's from England.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he was a teenager where he had a relationship with a black. Like he had no idea what it was hitting for when he came to this country. He had no idea how bad it was, and now his opinion on stuff has completely changed after getting to know me, because I wasn't going to let that happen.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Now he's a real one, so it's all good.
Because I'm like, I know you ain't marrying a fake one.
No, no. I made that mistake the first time.
You should have put Sydney Sweeney on the thumbnail on your channel, because you got the Sims coming out of the woodwork for her over here. Shit.
Are they mad about Sweeney?
They're getting mad about the bathwater thing. She did sell her bathwater. It's not like I'm not making that up. That's a thing.
I want to see.
It was like a bar of soap that was supposed to be made with her bathwater that you could buy. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. But I want to give a shout out to the mods over there for keeping it clean too.
Yeah, mods are
I think Ember likes open discourse, but like if you're just gonna be transphobic, just kick rocks. I mean,
we got time for that.
Yeah, I mean, my channel literally has 2 rules: don't be a dick, and bigots get bans. Like that's it. Just engage like a human. It doesn't matter who you're bigoted against. If you do bigoted shit, you're gone, and you're warned right up front. Every time you join a chat on a new channel, it brings up the advice and rules for that channel, and you have to click OK before YouTube lets you chat. So bigots get banned. So if you then do bigoted shit, you've been warned. Toodles.
Does your channel often get like hammered by like assholes like this? My channel never gets hit like that. I guess that's doing the vertical stream though.
The vertical streams seem especially prone to it. The reason there's a couple different reasons that I do a vertical stream. One is because YouTube processes it as a separate thing. Like if I do 2 live streams in a day, they're going to fuck each other in the algorithm. Neither one's going to get any traction, but it processes the vertical stream as separate from the horizontal, so both can still get views after the fact. But the second reason is because you get that random engagement. And yes, you get a lot more trolls and assholes, but you also, the algorithm will not show channels like ours to other people. It just doesn't do it. You have to share these things. That's the only way other people ever find them. But the vertical streams just go into a random feed. And so we get random people. We get a lot of trolls, but it also gets the show in front of people who might value this kind of programming, who might be good members for this community. And that's The only way to reach them is to get in front of them. So that's why I vertical stream too. We may get 100 trolls for every one person who joins the community, but I want that one person to know we exist, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you got to deal with a little bit of trolling to find to go fishing. We got to go fishing too, just like Jesus. Okay.
Jesus was a
Man.
fan. Andy Carson.
See, like this, for example, Vince Goodrum. I mean, Goodrum is good. I'm with you there. But he says, what rights do trans folks not have that normal people do? I'm curious. No one is curious. This is not a legitimate question. This is sea lion. It looks like a legitimate question, but there is no way in the year of our Lord Socrates that 2024,
You're asking
whatever.
that question.
Yeah, like there's no way you don't know.
Genuinely.
There's no way you don't know. And also, normal people. You kind of gave yourself away on that one, Holmes. So yeah.
It's
We
when did you
see
stop
you.
beating your wife? If you to answer this question, it was the technical terms a loaded question, which is pretty basic. It's because acknowledging it at all as an inquiry would be to acknowledge that trans people aren't normal. And it's like, and the misunderstanding that we're fighting for extra rights that we don't have. It's that we're fighting to keep the same rights as everybody else has the rights to self-identification primarily. So, like,
the right to use a bathroom without getting challenged. And incidentally, it's always the cis people who get challenged. It's the whole thing is hurting cis women.
Right.
Yes, dudes are feeling as though they have the right to grip women up and decide whether or not they're allowed to go into a bathroom or not. It's just causing more violence towards women. It's absolutely ridiculous. If a man wants to go into a woman's bathroom, a man's just going to go into a woman's bathroom because they have done that to assault women. They don't have to. There's no need to dress up. It's such a ridiculous statement. And you know, if Ember and I are hanging out and we're like, oh, we gotta go to the bathroom, like people would be like, whoa, why is she going there? Like it wouldn't make sense. Both of us are going to the same location because elsewise it would be like, wait, what's happening? Nobody would, you wouldn't feel comfortable with that because
this happened at Walmart a couple months. I guess it's been more than a couple months back. A few months back, a cis woman. Because it's only ever trans women don't really. We're such a small portion of the population, and most of us work really hard to present feminine. It's not us that get stopped in the bathroom. It's cis women who don't look feminine, who they don't think look feminine enough, right? That maybe they have
me
short
in the
hair.
morning, honey.
Like you won't see a lot of trans women with short hair just because of dysphoria, but you'll see cis women with short hair, and. Or that are women that this woman at Walmart was just tall. She was 6'4". She was a tall woman.
Yeah.
And
that could happen.
A man charged into the bathroom, beat on the stall, and screamed at her.
I just feel.
Yeah.
And she was an employee
scary.
With the vest and everything.
Oh, she even had I didn't even know that part. Oh my God.
So like it's only ever you won't ever see on the news, trans woman confronted and captured in bathroom or anything like that. It's only ever a cis woman who may have just more butch aesthetic or like just be a more masculine personality type or that they dress a certain way. That's what they go after when you put these bathroom laws in place. And they did the same shit when gay people come out. You can see people writing letters to their governor. They're still documented about making a law where gay people can't use the same changing rooms as straight people because, like, what if they look at my penis? What if that gay man looks at my penis and he gets turned on?
Oh yeah.
So they back then they were arguing that gay men should go into the women's locker rooms.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
They did the same thing the other way around too, right? Like this was every wave of feminism excludes certain women. Like, the initial wave, which we'll talk about on Friday, on Feminist Friday, was, women need the right to vote, but not black women. And then the second wave was, yes, black women, but not lesbians. And the third wave was like, yes, lesbian, but like everybody excluded somebody. on purpose, I guess, to appease men. I guess I don't fully understand why human rights for all humans is a difficult concept for people, but here we are.
It is so not a difficult.
Yeah, just like doing the black.
Yeah, they had the lavender scare. We can't let lesbians in the women's changing rooms. They'll be assaulting everyone because they're sexually attracted to vaginas.
They can't.
A
help
woman is
themselves.
a woman is a psychosocial role, usually performed by an adult human female, usually, but not always. There.
I just hate
There
to say
answers
we
your
don't
question,
like all the
Corey.
women. Some women I do not find attractive. I'll just say that. And some men I don't find attractive.
Yeah, just because I find somebody attractive doesn't mean I'm going to go jump their bones. Like that's just
Right.
the weirdest flex ever.
Like,
Like the only
it's
people
just
who would do
polite.
that is a
Exactly.
Like, if I just jumped on everybody I thought was attractive, I'd have to work my way down this ladder here.
I'm a sandwich. I'm in the middle.
You said the best for last, huh, baby?
Right?
Yes, ma'am. You know it, Kelly.
Cherry on top, Kelly.
I did not expect that. That was well timed.
That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
I'm an unapologetic slut. I mean, what can I say?
Hey.
I love all people. It's your personality that'll make me like ugh about you. Anything else is, I'm on board, but it's like once most men ruin it when they open their mouths, and that's how you right now.
Running a ladder is the reverse of running a train. Who said that? They just popped on the screen. Oh, Fern. Fern said that. Hey, Fern.
Rely on Fern.
Love you, Fern. Yeah.
Fern is in the women's secular women's show chat too. If you aren't subscribed to that channel, I'm gonna drop the link to it and the side chat for the other ones because
of every Job and Jugs episode as well.
It's kind of a backup channel for what we're doing here. Just if if anything ever happens, that we would.
Kitty.
Well, also because the nature of this show is that any of the hosts can co-stream, but to co-stream you usually have to be present, and since our cast changes depending on who's available and who wants to be around. For example, Lil is having severe weather and so couldn't join us today. So if you were watching on, say, Lil's channel, you would miss this episode. But if you're subscribed to the Secular Women's channel, you can see every single episode.
Boom.
Yeah. I am subbed to the channel. Mind you, this is not a BDSM declaration. Oh. Fern, you're so funny.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Thanks, Fern. Love you too.
I am subbed to the
channel.
channel.
My God.
BDSM.
Pro has the best name, Linda McCanns.
Linda
McCanns. For anybody outside of the US,
Linda.
Our Secretary of Education is Linda McMahon, who is the one of the owners of the WWE professional wrestling thing. We're literally under idiocracy. We literally have pro wrestling entertainers running things. It's a fucking amazing. So
it's funny to say something like that, though. That
sometimes their names are hilarious.
That trans cannot give birth. It's like
there's just women that can't give birth
because they don't know trans men exist. They don't know. That's another thing with the bathroom bills. They're putting actual men with beards and testosterone and everything into the women's bathroom with those. Like, it's ridiculous.
But there's cis women that can't give birth either. So that's what's so stupid about that statement.
Right?
Yeah. I can't believe we only made it 3 minutes into this video. I guess it's 10 minutes for every 1 minute for every person on the screen.
That's the formula, yeah.
So we can, on average, as a team, we can get.
It's been prone to happen.
We can get through about 5 minutes. We know that now as a group of gaggle. As a gaggle, are we a gaggle? Women are a gaggle, right?
I thought we were legally a giggle under Australian law.
Yeah. A giggling gaggle giggling giggle.
Or no, wait. Giggle is the transphobic person who lost that case. So we would be a tickle because it was tickle versus giggle. So
a gaggle of tickles. A tickle
we'll
of gaggle.
get back, folks. We'll
I was
figure
like
out.
a tickle, a gaggle of sexiness.
Identity is a
Giggle,
complex and
sexiness.
nuanced thing that requires the complex evaluation of numerous factors, none of which are exclusively binary, and none of them are mutually exclusive either. So it's complicated. Yeah.
And when he picks up that AR and he's putting it in the sky, again, there's another kind of
excitement,
yeah,
enthusiasm of, oh my gosh, wild.
What I hear you saying is the gun is used as the hook to sell the hate.
Absolutely.
Is your dad in your life?
Here, Manadio tries to befriend a 12-year-old girl whose dad had died.
That's also so predatory.
Yes.
To ask, where's your dad? Like he's looking for the
That's
vulnerable
creepy.
kids. They're going to be looking for the strong male influence, and here he comes in with his big strong gun.
Absolutely.
And telling her dating advice and all of that. Like that's just
Like instant to
sick.
grooming, right? Like he found his way in, and
We need more kids like you on this website because we got to be pushing this white power. Okay.
And once he's made the connection, the neo-Nazi tries to get the white kids to come to his websites and become followers.
Read that for me. The headline.
Every single aspect of the media is Jewish.
I have one of those flyers.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Space
you
lasers.
can't have Nazism without blood libel, right? Even though blood libel was also never mind. It's not important. The point is, hating Jews underlies all of it. And that's an interesting crossover because underlying hatred of gay people, of trans people, of pretending intersex people don't exist, of all the queer phobia. It's also underneath it is hatred of Jewish people. It's wild. Like you
It all
can't get
comes
Helen
back to
Joyce
it.
or Julie Bindel to talk for more than 5 minutes without saying, "Oh, it's the Jewish billionaires who want to drink your baby's blood." Like, holy shit.
On my desk at work, when the Going Defense League were in town last summer, they were distributing those pamphlets. That's what they were throwing on people's yards in the Jewish parts of town.
All of those are Jewish?
Yeah.
Fox? Yeah. Fox is Jewish?
Yes.
Yes. Comcast?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't believe everything a random asshole on the internet shows you. It should go without saying, and yet we have to say it.
Right.
Fox is owned by Rupert Murdoch, who is a nationalist Christian. He is a Nazi, yes.
Oh my God.
How does it feel to see kids embracing his lies?
No, it's terrible because the guns, the racism, all those things are just props. So that once he gets them in, it's like, all right, now let's get to the good stuff, hating the Jews.
Look at me, boy. Listen, I got something for you, little Holocaust survivor. Come survive this.
And when Manadio encounters children who are not white,
Here's what it's going to come down to, okay? In all honesty, okay? You people are a bioweapon, okay?
the Goyim Defense League leader can be unbelievably cruel.
You look like an ugly
Mocking a biracial teen.
Oh, but you look like you're part. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Man, that sucks, bro.
Calling him a Jewish science experiment. Eventually,
He loves the monkey thing. He's got the props. He's got the filters. He is a clown, but he's also
so juvenile.
serious.
It's just so kid-like, so child. Like this is something I would expect from like 11-year-old, not someone in his 34. I don't even know 40-something-year-old male.
Yeah.
Only wanting to talk to kids all day. What a freak.
Well, that's sort of the problem with American culture is we have aging children. Like we have people who never grew up. We have people who never made it out of middle school, whether it's because of trauma or whatever the case may be. their emotional maturity is frozen at 11 years old, and often so is their academic learning, as evidenced by the people coming through the chat.
Yes, very stunted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Did you read that racist comment that just popped into yours? Holy crap!
No, let me see. No, I didn't see it.
It's getting nuked. DeviantAtCast and Robin are MVPs this morning, but it got nuked. But we don't want to read it on.
Oh, Craig Velasquez. What the hell's wrong with these people?
That's an awful Hispanic name for wanting to bend the knee to white culture.
Yeah. What is white? I'd love to know what white culture is. Because it just seems like to me it's Jesus Christ, baseball, football.
Which is weird because, like,
TV.
Jesus wasn't white. He wasn't even European.
Irish culture, Polish culture.
These
Scottish culture.
and these
That's
people
culture.
these people don't realize that, because they'll show you like a picture of like the West Africa where it's or where it's less developed and people are living in a harsher environment, and say this is African culture, and they totally ignore the fact that like African culture, Southeast Asian cultures and stuff were building empires when Europe was still in the feudal era, right? When we were still like little lords fighting over plots of wheat crops. They were empirical at that point in time. It's not white. Empiricism is not white culture. Empiricism is just cringe culture.
Capitalism and imperialism, that's white culture. There we go.
The colonialism, which is
that's white culture.
We could do
Assimilation.
hours and hours on just that bullshit, because like
slavery.
We talk about how humans may have domesticated themselves, kind of. We are a domesticated animal. Obviously, we live in these fancy modified caves, artificial caves. But like we've also the first victims of colonialism were the colonies, right? Or the European countries, right? Because it was like, oh, the rich people are having a lunch. We'll have a lunch to try to be like them. Oh, the white women are the most cared for. We should all, like, modern gender roles are not traditional. This is bullshit that was made up in the 18th and 19th centuries to oppress colonies. It wasn't a thing that existed in Europe before that. It's wild. It's wild. Like all this bullshit. Christmas was Queen Victoria. Like there were celebrations around that time, but Christmas isn't from Christ. It's from the fucking colonizers. I digress.
Guys, they didn't take Christmas.
Do a couple of minutes, but I got to scoot very soon because the next show is starting in a few minutes. Today we're doing discernment. You know, that thing that some of the more fundamental folks like to do. The Holy Spirit lets me see what's true, like demons or something. So that should be fun.
Speaking of experience, I liked your episode. I saw it. I liked it.
I'm glad we got to catch that part where he was talking to that black kid and being like overtly racist to a child to the point where he made him cry and then he mocked him for crying.
It's pretty obvious he hates anybody who's not white. End of. Put a period. Put a pin in it. All right. Well, anybody else have anything to say before we go, or anything they want to shill out?
Yeah, I have an interview on my channel Saturday at noon with the South African lawyer and humanist Nkiota. I might be saying his name wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So we're going to talk about what's going on in not South Africa. He's from Uganda and now living in the UK. And so he's helping. And so several African countries, homosexuality is a sin and sometimes put to death. So he's been going around helping several of these people so they can find refuge.
Oh.
So I'm going to be speaking with him Saturday at noon. Other than that, and then other than that, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Also, every person on this screen has a channel. Their links are in the description, at least on most of these channels. So you know, if you like what one of us has to say, find their channel and subscribe to them, or maybe all of us.
All of
Sure.
us, yes.
Yeah.
Even the ones that aren't here right now.
Yeah, we all do stuff. So yeah.
All right. Are we done?
Yes.
Get out of here.
We can. Yeah, it's probably a good time. Alrighty, thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you so much, mods. Y'all have
Love
been
you.
earning that pay today.
Right?
We
That big paycheck.
It's
right.
easy to not be a Nazi.
Right. Super chats. Thanks, Jester. $5. Bree is also does great drawings and shit. Don't let her lie about it. Transpositions Discord still out there. Robin, $2. Thank you so much. Saying good morning. Jester, another 5, says the ad spoke for itself. When I have an issue I want to speak about, people will hear. Yeah, we see you, Sweeney. We know what you're doing. Cosmic Kyle with a $1 sticker something. Thank you. And Robin with $2. Love you, Amber. Yee. Love you too, Robin, and love all of you. Mwah. Be kind to each other. Be nice. Don't be a dick. Bigots get bans. Toodles.
Yeah.